1.5 million jobs have been created over the past 2 years.
President Goodluck Jonathan presents a scorecard on the economy as the nation marks its 54th independence anniversary. Plus, the National Automotive Council sheds more light into the development in the federal government's auto policy. Hello and welcome to Business Incorporated. We're glad you could join us on the program. I am Bolaji Akinwale. We will begin with the 54th Independence Anniversary speech of Nigeria's President Goodluck Jonathan, where he highlighted the growth recorded in the economy and some of the steps taken by his administration to turn the economy around.
We are building roads, bridges, and new rail lines to make it easier to traverse Nigeria and increase the integration of our people and our ability to do business with each other. In this regard, we have commenced the process of building the second Niger Bridge, the Iloko Iwoto Bridge over River Benue in Nasarawa and Benue states, will significantly reduce travel time by road between northern and southern Nigeria. The ongoing dredging of the River Niger up to Baro in Niger State is opening up large parts of the Nigerian hinterland to maritime activity. The Zungeru and Mambila hydroelectric power projects are on course. The Kasambila Dam, which we started a few years ago, is nearing completion. The successful privatization of our power sector will, in the long run, enhance industrial growth. Policies such as this and others have raised Nigeria to the enviable status of being the #1 recipient of foreign direct investment in Africa in the past year. The result of this infrastructure drive is that 2.5 million jobs have been created over the past 2 years. This is a record which we are committed to improve upon to continue to provide jobs for our youth. An unprecedented number of airports across the country are not only being reconstructed at the same time, but being re-equipped and reassessed with emphasis on maintaining global standards. Fellow Nigerians, the goals we set to achieve for our country involve expanding the frontiers of economic freedom. Let us therefore unite with one heart and one mind. All our people must have access to the good things of life. All our people must be empowered to pursue the gifts of life with happiness. This is our country. We must build it for our common posterity.
Let's go on a break, and when we return, we'll take a look at the developments in Nigeria's automotive policy. Welcome back. This is Business Incorporated on Channels Television. And now to our headlines.
Five states have removed more obstacles on the way of businesses, according to the results of a study released by the World Bank in Abuja. The states are Ogun, Niger, Cross River, Ekiti, and Rivers. According to the study, Doing Business in Nigeria 2014, the five states stood out because they introduced several high-impact reforms that narrowed the gap to best practice the most. On the other side of the spectrum, 9 states made the processes more cumbersome, slower or less affordable for entrepreneurs, and moved further away from the national frontier as compared to 2010. These states are Gombe, Bauchi, Kogi, Taraba, Kebbi, Kwara, Kano, Akwa Ibom, and Abia. The Doing Business in Nigeria 2014 is the third report of the sub-national Doing Business series in Nigeria. The 2008 edition, for the first time, went beyond Lagos to measure the regulatory and business environment in 10 additional largest business cities. The 2010 edition expanded the study to measure the largest business cities of all the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The third in the series updated the data presented in the 2010 edition. The Doing Business in Nigeria 2014, the bank warned, did not measure the full range of factors policies and institutions that affected the quality of the business environment in an economy or its national competitiveness. According to the report, Ogun, one of the lowest ranked overall performance in 2008 and 2010, is one of the top performing states this year. The Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation on Monday unveiled plans to increase the deposit insurance coverage for customers of primary mortgage banks operating in the country. The Managing Director, Chief Executive of the NDIC, Alhaji Umaru Ibrahim, dropped the hint in Abuja in a keynote address at a sensitization workshop for operators of the PMBs. The NDIC, as an insurer, reimburses depositors of all PMBs up to a maximum limit of 200,000 naira per depositor in the event of a failure of a mortgage institution. The 200,000 naira per depositor, which took effect in 2010, represents an increase of 100% over the earlier 100,000 naira when the insurance package was first extended to the sector in 2006. But Umar said since the PMBs seem to carry more risk and pay more insurance premium than microfinance banks, there was a need to increase the corporation's coverage from the current 200,000 naira per depositor. He, however, failed to provide the amount for the new deposit insurance cover being planned by the corporation. The chairman, Senate Committee on Gas, Senator Nkechi Nwogu, has stated that the Joint Committee currently working on the Petroleum Industry Bill had almost concluded its assignment and would soon present the report for final approval and passage by the upper chamber. Senate President David Mark had in Lagos last week assured Nigerians that the bill, which is expected to bring sanity to the oil and gas industry, will be passed into law before the end of the current legislative year. Senator Nwogu said her committee had been working seriously with that of the petroleum resources downstream and upstream to ensure the speedy passage of the bill. According to her, the passage of the Petroleum Industry Bill is in progress as the bill is a complex one with 16 pieces of other legislation.
Aminu Jalal is the Director General of the National Automotive Council. In his interview with Channels Television,